Ladies and gentlemen, yet another funny comedian while we are making sure that the contestants are ready. Let's make welcome Talking Drums!
Thank you very much, DJ. Port Harcourt, choke and be no choke. Yes. Good evening, judges. How you doing? Show never finish when I done the chop. Now so, look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, you will not be poor. Tell that neighbor, you shall not be broke. If I roll poverty come up for your head, roll poverty come out, roll her. Raise the poverty up, shake her. Now give to your neighbor, say take. Before we start, Port Harcourt people, celebrate yourself on not too much. You guys are wonderful. Yes, I greet you, my other brother, Apama, and my boss, the CEO, Portland. Thank you very much, sir, for this wonderful privilege. Some time ago, I performed in London. Most of you are not aware. Immediately after I left, Queen Elizabeth died. Then I performed in South Africa. The moment I left, Nelson Mandela died. Then I performed in Libya. The moment I left, Gaddafi died. In fact, earlier this year I performed in River State, but nobody died. They removed the governor. On Friday, I will perform in Abuja. I don't know who you want to die. But that person where you want me die must die. See, Nigerians, evil people. Ladies and gentlemen, whether you like it or not, poverty is not something you are supposed to wish your enemy. Hello. We were watching TV in the living room with my father. And on the TV, there was a commercial. For those of you that don't know what TV commercial means, we call it advertisement. That's poor people. Then they do advert. They said, do you know you can sell your kidney for $40,000? My father asked me, waiting be $40,000. I said, that is equivalent to 60-something million. My father said, okay. They said, do you know you can sell an eyeball for $15,000? That is equivalent to 20 million naira. If you see the way my father take, they look all of us for eye. That night before we sleep, our devotion, my father come dey preach. Say, if any part of your body makes you to commit sin, remove it. If you see the way all of us sleep with our eyes open. The very first time I was privileged to perform in a comedy show, and I was paid 100,000. Out of excitement, I carried 30,000, give my mother. The woman begin cry. Something where her husband never do before. Now she look me, say, child, mom, I wish I met you before my husband. He didn't want my mother. Very, very funny woman. You know, I always say this. Whether we like it or not, women will always love their husbands more than their children. Some women will want to argue, ma. But let me give you an instance. Have you ever been in a position where you want travel come up from the States, but you cannot go with your kids? You can't carry your children. Give your neighbor who is single. Say, Amaka, help me look after my kids. 7 p.m., bathe these kids. 9 p.m., this, that. Ma, have you done that before? But you done the travel before. You can't carry your husband. Give your neighbor who is single. Say, Chiamaka, take care of my husband. Now your papa be mumu.
You be mumu.
Around 7 p.m., bathe him. 9 p.m., feed him. Women will never do that. You know, growing up was so much fun for us. Do you know that there are many ways we know whether there is peace in the family? For instance, then when we small, morning devotion, now they use know whether peace there for our family. If you come from those spiritual families, If there is peace, now your father they raise morning devotion song. You go hear songs like when Jesus in the family, happy, happy home, happy, happy home, happy, happy home, because there is peace. When problem then, now your mother they raise song. You go, yeah, we are in battle. We are in battle in this world. We are in battle. If you want to clap, clap. You know, I love Port Harcourt City for so many reasons. One of the reasons why I love Port Harcourt City is because in Port Harcourt we have packaging. Now for Port Harcourt where you go church, usher they happy to see you. Even for Port Harcourt we get greeters. I was privileged to worship in Aba. I discovered that ushers don't stand at the door. Ushers stand at the altar with pastor. And they are not even happy to see you. As you enter church, now usher, they used to tell you waiting to do. As you enter, usher go look you. You go say me, usher go nod. You go say waiting, usher go tell you. If you not behave, usher know they talk to you. You they go meet pastor, daddy, in Hona John. Ask him John Noreba, John Asimamba. Adoka John Amaro Namba Aboro. I joined the ushering unit in my mother's church. Now I can't discover, say, get people who get church. One Sunday morning, I stood in front of the church wearing suit. One young lady was coming. I greeted, Sister Amaka, good morning. Please, sit here. Now I can't discover, say, any animal where woman call you, check where you resemble her. Now she say, who is this monkey? No, I good. He choke.
And trouble is given to those who want trouble.
So,
for the joy of the Lord.
The next person that was coming was an elder. I greeted the elder. Elder, good morning. Please sit here. Elder saying, Baga Cantina. Where were you when we bought this land? Where were you when we roofed this church? I went back to my pastor. I said, Daddy, I can't do this. Find another department for me. You know, say men of God are being motivated. My man of God looked at me. He said, listen, the Lord has given you an unction to function. I know the meaning. He said, do whatever it takes to make it work. I said, anything. He said, yes. I went to Diop the next week. My cousin brother are deaf and dumb. I brought him to church. I keep him for door. I tell him, Adi bebe. Di bebe. Di bebe. He said, baby. The first person they come, he look, he said, Di bebe. Di bebe. The guy said, don't you know that charging point at the back is my soul? He said, she sit down. And you know, say, they found them the quick verse. He go back, go one arm. He said, the elder they come, you see the elder, I say, babe. As the elder they enter, I say, babe. Elder they say, don't where were you when we bought this land? That one spark. I say, babe. That day, everybody sit down well for church. Waiting spoiler. My cousin don't know our pastor. He dey for back, see who he don't know. They climb altar, they speak in tongues. From back, now they shout. We beg and 30 minutes. He said, I can't tell pastor, say, okay, calm down, make he put you somewhere. Later, I will talk to him. As I dey talk to you now, our pastor still the children department. Ladies and gentlemen, he choke, I be no choke.